Hey there, world. Time for my afternoon accelerator. So this one is for your younger self. I know that I have some young folks watching my videos, so I was thinking all day today about what I could say to them to help them that I wish someone would have said to me when I was in my 20s. The number one, so I have 15 things. So this might be a little longer than my usual videos. But the number one thing I want you to do is be true to yourself. Your character is everything. So you always want to prioritize your character as being number one. So don't let other people conform to you. Don't conform to other people. Let other people conform to you. That's really, really important. Don't brush aside your beliefs or your values to fit in with others. So number one thing, be true to yourself. Number two, take care of this body you were given. Stop laying out in the sun without sunscreen. Start using moisturizers and good skincare. A brand that I use that I absolutely love is called 100% Pure. So just Google it, 100% Pure. There's also stores around the country. Me and my daughter have been using it for years. It's amazing. It's all made from botanicals. It smells amazing. It's light. You don't feel like you're wearing anything. So just remember that your skin is the largest organ that you have. So what you put on it is getting soaked in. So stop with all the chemicals and start using organic, pure products, okay? There are lots of great brands out there. Number three, be a good listener. This is very, very important. You don't have to constantly lead with your own opinions. Take in what others are telling you. It is true that your elders do know a few things, so listen to them. Jonathan Swift once said, "It's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt." So it's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. So listen, open up those ears. Always think before you say something, is it helpful? Am I being respectful? And is it beneficial? So as long as it answers those three things with respect, being beneficial to others and helpful, then go ahead and offer your opinion. But just stop and think. A lot of times when we're young, our mouth gets to going, and I was the worst offender of that. So I wish someone would have sat me down and fixed me. Number four, learn new things every day. So push yourself. Ask for guidance. Get a coach. Ask for, read everything that you can. The only way that you're going to grow is by pushing yourself to learn new things. So even at my age, every morning I start with personal development. I do about 15 minutes. I really should do more. So I read. My mentors tell me what books are really great. I love audiobooks. So you just pop in your headphones and you can listen. Those are the best. All right. We're still going. Number five, be reflective and self-aware. So know who you are and the person that you want to become. So set goals. Start off with small goals, but set goals so that you can reach that person that you want to become. But you've got to set goals and take baby steps to get there, okay? So always, once again, be self-aware, reflective, and be the person that God wants you to be. Number six, just like in number one where I said be true to yourself, establish boundaries. If you know that a group of people are going out and they're going to be drinking heavily and you're just not a big drinker, don't go. It's okay. Or go and drink soda. But in most cases, you'll end up taking care of other people. So just stay true to yourself. Establish boundaries. Number 7, leave your insecurities and self-doubt talk at the door. Kick it to the curb. Don't try to make others look bad so that you look better. Don't ever try to do that. I worked with so many people who did that, who sabotaged me along the way. I remember I suspected that a coworker was talking bad about me to my boss, and I'll just go ahead and say it. My boss was kind of dumb. She didn't realize that we all had the same passwords for our emails. So I logged into her email. And sure enough, that person was putting that doubt in my boss's head. Needless to say, I quit that day because I don't want to work for people who engage in talking about other people. So I'm not about that. You need to always build yourself up on your strengths, not on the weaknesses of others. Always be sensitive, be compassionate, and like I said, listen. All right, I think we're up to, that was number 7. Number 8, own your mistakes and learn how to say, I'm sorry. It's really simple. Like I said, always learn, and you'll never do that thing again once you say sorry. So don't just be the kind of person that says I'm sorry and then turns around and does it all over again. Learn from your mistakes, say I'm sorry. I once worked for a doctor, and I made a pretty big, as a nurse, and I made a pretty big mistake. I was scared to death. He was just so intimidating. So I was scared to death to, go up to him. I finally did, after we had cleared up the whole mess and everything. And he was just sitting there, and he turned around and looked at me. And I thought he was going to fire me, yell at me, I don't know. And all he said is, so I bet you're never going to do that again. And I was like, never. And I never did after that. You learn from your mistakes. Number 9, have thick skin. Don't participate in petty drama. When you're in the workforce, there's always going to be this little talk back and forth. Just don't participate in it. Just excuse yourself from the conversation. Don't be judgy about it, but just kind of remove yourself. So don't engage in petty drama. Number 10, we're almost there. We're going. Dream big, and don't be afraid to push others to also dream big as well. Often in work relationships or in your personal relationships, they become stagnant. So it's nice to instill fresh ideas into those relationships or into that work environment. So don't be afraid to dream big and reach for the stars. Just go for it. It'll help everyone improve. Me and my husband have been married 27 years. We're constantly working on our relationship. You can't ever stop. So dream big. Do what you say, and don't make promises you don't intend to keep. I was always, with my children, very aware of saying, I promise. If I said I promise, I did it. So just do what you say, and stick to your promises. Don't lie or cheat. This is number 12, to get ahead. I had some of the best bosses in my career. My dad was the first one. My Jerry Gillis was a real estate developer that I worked for. And Dale Barron was also in real estate. He was he owned the company that I worked for. Those guys, those three men, they always did the right thing. Even if it meant not making as much money. They always did the right thing, could sleep at night. I know I see my father constantly helping out people. And those three guys always impressed me because they were always willing to lend a helping hand. And like I said, even if it was at the expense of not making as much money. So money can't be the only driver that you have. You have to have integrity as well. And I worked for some people who didn't, which I already told you about. Number 13, surround yourself with positivity. If you put positivity out there, you're going to get positivity back. So like I said, stop with the self-doubt talk. Be very positive. I'm going to do this. Today I was shopping and I bought a dress without trying it on. Got home and I need to lose a little bit to fit into it, but I'm going to do it. I'll do it. I'm not worried. I'm not going to take the dress back because I thought it was beautiful. So I'll get it done. Not even worried for a second. All right. Number 14, be charitable. Always, always, always be charitable. When you're young, you don't have a lot of money, but you have time. So give of your time, give of yourself, give of your creativity. Join different groups that are doing things in your community, but be charitable, give back. It's very important. And last but not least, number 15, I told you we'd get there. Don't judge. You never know what someone is going through. So don't judge. Some of the greatest conversations I've ever had were with people that most people wouldn't even talk to. So, stop, make eye contact, talk to people on the street. You'd be surprised what stories you'll get back. So just don't judge. You never know what someone might look really down and out, but they might have the best stories to tell you that will enhance your own life. So just don't judge. Alrighty guys, I think that's all the advice I have for my younger self and for those of you out there like Kiana and my daughter and my sons and Sarah and Danielle and all those sweet, sweet people that are following me. That's my advice. I wished I would have learned all that in my 20s. That would have been seriously helpful. So listen, take it in, and I hope that really, really helps you have an awesome life. So thank you, Lily and Carrie, for joining me today. I really, really, really appreciate it. All right, guys. Y'all have a super good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.